the back is like completely blown out.
Yeah. Okay, here we are again. This is live.
Okay.
Well, Henry, you want to tell the story?
Oh.
You tell the story.
Oh, okay. So we were like over there, shooting, and so we moved. So before we were at that like berm, if you can see that, and so the target was at the berm, and then.
And how far was the berm?
21 yards.
Yep.
All right, cool. So.
And we started at 15, right?
At 15.
Yep, because that's where we zeroed in at.
Yeah, exactly. So we moved it up to the berm. And then that was too easy, so we moved it all the way out here, which is 50 yards, I believe.
Yep, it was 50.
50 yards. And so these are all the old shots. Don't look at these. But here are the new shots, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4. But this is a double shot, so I hit 2 and 1 right there.
Yep. So and this is.
So you can tell that the circle is like noticeably bigger.
Not only is it bigger, but it's elongated. You see how it's like that? It's much bigger and it's elongated. That's 2 rounds in the same hole. So it's, to be accurate, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There you go.
All right, and this was a clean plate. So that when we moved back to 50 yards, this is a plate that had no holes in it prior to this string of fire. So what we've learned, I'm going to turn it over here. All right, so what we've learned is a little bit of physics. Okay, because Dad loves science and physics and math, and math is everywhere, right?
Yeah.
All right, so what we've learned is a little bit of physics. We sighted in at 15 yards. We have not touched the dials. We did not manipulate the elevation or the windage at all since sighting in. So back at 15 yards, we were dead on, of course. Then we moved forward to 21 yards, and the differential, the variant, was slight. It was probably about an inch higher. But now, moving back to 50 yards, it's much higher without changing anything on the gun. We haven't changed the bipod, nothing. So it's much higher, and that means that the barrel is shooting upward. It's not flat, so it's shooting upward. And the optic that we have on it is also looking like this against a barrel that is like that. So when we fire, looking through the optic, the barrel is lobbing the rounds, and it's not dropping yet, it's still climbing. And then that's why the rounds are hitting higher. So this is a little bit of science that you wouldn't learn in school, or be hard to explain in a science class or a physics class. But you get out here, it's real physical science. It's real science.
Science!
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 It's science!
So we're going to move the target back now, probably, let's go to 75.
I think you just go to the end.
Go to the end. You see that?
Let's just go to the end.
Go to the end. Of course we go to the end.
Of course. Yeah.
What else are you thinking about?
Yeah, that's easy.
Okay.
75.
We're going to go all the way to the backstop, which is pretty far.
It's like 100, I think.
Yeah, I think that's about 100 yards. I believe that's 100 yards.
So that's a football field right there.
Yeah, it's a football field.
All right,
let me see if I can get it in the picture. There it is, yeah. So it's back there where that stand of trees are, those pines. So we're going to move the target back there, and the way the science should work, and you may have seen earlier in a picture I had my tablet out with in the background, Henry's head was in the foreground. We're running a ballistic program called Strelok Pro that gives us, does all the math for us, really. It's really cool. So it gives you all of the ballistic information. I plugged in the rounds that we're shooting, the gun that we're firing, the amount of twist, so rotations, that the projectile makes. It's 1 in 16 out of this particular gun. So 1 inch, 16 anyway.
good job.
Or 1 foot, 16.
Well played.
So anyway, and yeah, we're having a lot of fun. So we're gonna move this back, and in theory, and we'll recheck the ballistic software, but the rounds should start dropping. So rather than having rise or elevation, we should now start having drop that far back. And yeah, we might even have to move to if this works out and we have enough time, we may move to the big rifle range where we can have 150, 200 yards or even 300 yards of shooting. and just see how far we can go back and still hit without having to manipulate the elevation controls on the scope.
I don't know. I don't feel like moving all that stuff like all over again.
You hear that? I don't feel like moving all that stuff.
I mean, it takes a while.
Okay. All right. We'll do it another day. Then.
Oh, look, there's two people. Look, there's two people going.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're probably laughing at you. He's so cute. He's so cute. Okay. So that's the latest update. And, yeah, we got to move this rickety berm thing. Let me show you guys this berm. Let me show you this target carrier that they got here. It's jacked up.
Wait, show them the back.
Yeah, show them the back.
It's bad.
This thing is bad off. So Henry and I were at Lowe's before coming here, and we designed our own target device, rigged it up, designed it, rigged it up, got all the parts and whatnot at Lowe's. How much did it cost us? Like 42 bucks? Yeah, 42 bucks. It's solid too. It's made out of rebar and some oak, and it's good to go. We used rebar, oak rod, and some plumbing parts.
Yeah. We don't need cardboard. We have that thing underneath my bed. Remember?
Yeah, I do.
From the archery, and we were just using that when you broke my bed.
Yep.
My bed isn't supported by that anymore.
Yep, I know.
Yeah, we can just use that. Man.
But we don't have your bed here right now.
Well.
But yeah, so we rigged up a device, and next time we come, yeah, we'll be ready. All right, guys, we'll be back soon.